Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 56 of Expert Skyblock with Soren. Soren, I like your little smiley face of you matter that has a squid swimming in it.
Oh, there's a squid in it? Okay, that wasn't there last time. I was explaining the floodgate to someone.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
You made a very happy little face.
The smiley face was accidental, and we looked at it again and was like, huh. Granted, I was streaming for 24 hours, so that kind of...
The smiley face was accidental?
It was. So I was making... You see how there's two rectangles, more or less? Like,
yes.
So I made this one filled and showed how it didn't fill this one. I was like, you know, if I put a line here... Oh, cool. Nice. And then I moved the floodgate and it made that flow, so I put that corner piece and it's like, oh, it's not symmetrical. Put the other piece. Oh, look, it's happy. Like...
Oh, my goodness. This is what happens when Soren things.
Just, you know, this is what happens.
This is what happens when Soren. End of sentence.
Right. Right side.
So I assume that at the new base, you've been doing some experimenting with barrels.
Bits. I basically took what we did and emphasized it.
Okay. So let me see if I can review. So we've got
the buttons. You'll get what you want.
What's that?
Yeah. If you click at the buttons at the top, you'll change the creative tank to that fluid. So, say life essence is this one.
Okay.
The one you just click it, it'll change it.
Sweet.
There's no automation. Cool. It's just manual right now.
Okay.
The comparators on the bottom will tell you if it's 14 out of 15 right now.
Okay.
So if you want that signal, you just change. There's, what is there? 9 different fluids, so 9 different cable colorings will be fine.
Correct.
I haven't placed those. I just placed down 2.
Resonant Ender.
Yeah, I didn't know if we need that one. Just might as well make it.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
My favorite 3 are Life Essence, Molten Draconium, and you.
No surprise there. And bedrockium. Molten bedrockium is cool.
Yes.
Liquid Death bedrockium drum.
So we had
from
one fluid left, and we couldn't figure out what to put in it, and my chat convinced me.
Oh my goodness.
That's the one we needed.
That's a terrible thing to do.
Okay.
So then what's your plan for this design?
So if we remove that, basically, we'll put down whatever block we want underneath the drums, and the comparators will read through that block how full it is.
Okay.
And there is a
so there'll be a comparator. Oh, I see. It's all okay. I got you. You alternate it on either side.
Yeah, and if you connect white somewhere else, you can put a potentiometer and set exactly how full you want to check for until the signal comes on for any of them.
Okay.
That's why there's a white cable on each, like, alternating sides.
Okay.
And then past that, we just stopped wiring because I know you wanted to be a heavy part in this. So.
Yeah. So that's cool. So
I tried the fluid
see.
emitters from Extra Cells. They did not update. They just didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, tell me if there's 1 bucket of water. Okay. Emitter? Change? Do something? Ants? Like, it just didn't do anything.
So these transfer nodes just have... Okay, I see. So they've got a certain amount of liquid in them. They're not actually connected to anything.
Correct.
I gotcha. Okay. I'm figuring out what Soren did.
And the reason there's buttons in the back is because I didn't have those blocks there. I was putting tanks on the other side so we can actually move these buttons.
Fair enough. Fancy.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
There's my face.
So, I mean, that's easy. And I'm guessing these have the, redstone torch in them to invert it. So they need a redstone signal to send. So when you push the button, it goes in. Okay, cool. I got it.
And they need speed upgrades so they actually reach the tank before the redstone pulse is done.
Correct. Makes sense. That's cool.
Retrievers. Good.
I like it. All right. So is it going to be a manual refill system or is it going to be a...
I was hoping for automatic for filling up the bedrockium. Manual for if we really wanted to, but I don't think we need manual.
Okay. You know what else we could do if we wanted to be super fancy?
What's that?
Actually, it might work. I don't know if it counts as a solid block or not. But if the block that was under the bedrockium drum was a teleposer from Blood Magic, that teleposed it to somewhere where the liquid gets used. And then when it could swap it with an empty bedrockium drum, and then when it's empty on the remote side, it swaps it back.
This could work. We could also use storage buses from extra cells for the fluid.
Storage buses. Probably, yes.
Fluid storage buses.
I'm just not sure if either of those blocks count as a solid block for the purposes of the comparator reading through the block.
No, but we could put the storage bus on the top.
Okay. Will the comparator read through a solid block?
Yes.
Really?
That was one of the major points for vanilla Minecraft.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it'll read through a teleposer.
I
mean, I have one if we can test. Can you tell me if that works?
It's on, so yeah.
So that's good?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. So let's try this. Does my thing know how to make teleposers? And if not...
I don't think so. I had to make one, so...
Okay. So that's easy, and that's not hard. Mana Pearl and the Blood Altar. Let me pop back to the new base. Or the old base. Zoink. I don't suppose we taught this thing the recipe for... Yeah. I'm remembering how this works now. Okay, that's cool. So, I mean, I could add mana pearls to this thing. Let's do that. Mana pearl. You know how to make those, right? So that's fine. So 1 mana pearl equals one of these. So I'm going to teach the A system real quick how to make teleposers and the teleposition focuses.
I'm going to fix a mistake I caused the last time.
Okay. And I'm going to have to figure out if I can figure out how to make this thing behave, but I think I know how to do it. Yeah, that's what we're going to want. So first things first, we're going to want you in here. Let's get a wool color that's not in use. Like light blue? Is light blue in use? Doesn't appear to be. Cover. We're going to want a cover. We're going to want red alloy wire. And we're going to want this to be... I was going to go light blue, right? So that's just that. So let's do this. Good, we have enough string for that. Probably from our spider spawners. Cool. And then red alloy ingot plus blue wool equals that. We're also going to want a level emitter. And let's see what we can come up with. So this is going to whitelist teleposition foci. Was there any other criteria on that? I don't think so. Infinite 64, that's all cool. We only need a tier 1 teleposition focus too, by the way. So we can put a cover there. Actually, that's not a. That's which one of these? That's a thermal dynamic stone cover, right? Forge micro part. Okay, so this should be it, right? Something like this. Yeah. Cool. You. So we need it to be that one. I'm remembering how this worked, so forgive me. We didn't teach this thing how to make strips by chance, did we? No, we did. Sweet. Cool. Okay. So anything else we needed to do with that light blue cabling stuff? I don't think so. So then it's just the level emitter. Come on. Which is configured for 0 when levels are below with a crafting card. Zero when levels are below with a crafting card for teleposition focus. So if I set that up properly, Soren,
Dire.
I have a problem.
I know.
You broke something.
What did I break this time?
I don't know, but you did.
I don't know what to fix if you don't tell me what's broken.
The quantum ring on the blood magic altar doesn't look like it has power.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm thinking we'll want to sleep through the night for that. Is that better?
I just put another cell to jumpstart for a moment.
Okay.
Actually, kick on it. There we go.
So we're good now?
Maybe?
So in theory, this should work. Yay! It worked! And then we come down here. And we say that you make one of these.
Why don't you just do that?
But we do it with this one. And then we put that in the interface, dude, and we put it on a Mac. Right? Good. So now, if I say, give me a teleposer or 10, that shouldn't be a problem. Nice. Okay, cool. So then one of the teleposers is going to wind up going, oh, that's going to be a problem. Well, it's going to be a small problem. It shouldn't be a huge problem. It would be more lovely if it wasn't that kind of a problem, but it's going to be a little bit of a problem. Alright, so we're going to want to put that here. So teleposer goes here. And we'll want come on, bedrockium drum. to go here. And then we'll want a transfer node. Probably look like that. Cool. While we're at it, get me another teleposition. Well, I've got the one on me for now. That should be fine. So we're going to link this here and link it to me. Imbued with blood. Current owner dial 20. Coordinates that. So which one of these is bedrockium? Life essence. Cool. So we're going to want our other teleposer there. We're going to put this here. Cool. So now cool. Let's put this stuff away. We don't need this anymore or these things. Perfect. So next step, let's get a button for now that we can press. And I'm going to disable this. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave this on. And I'm going to turn the lights on in here. So that should stop the spawning of things. All in the interest of improving tick rate. How are we doing here? We're doing all right. Cool. All right, in a second, I'm going to get ready to test this, but what we're going to want is to make the acceleration runes. So let me just look into what's involved there. All right, guys, we are back. So I'm going to want to make a couple things here. Hopefully this works. Yes. Cool. Okay. So we need a few more swiftness potions. I don't suppose this thing knows how to make them. No. All right, so that is glowstone, sugar, nether wart. Back in a sec. All right, guys, briefly, I'm configuring this. So on the right side, it will be an input, and on the back will be the output. And on the top, or you know what, we can just do on the left side, could be the input. And then we'll do I have an axe handy? So many things we're still automating this late in the season. Oh, right. Those kind of axes don't do a whole lot, do they? Cool. So that's that. And then we would put a world interaction upgrade here. Should work. Alright guys, so we're going to do this, and we're going to do this to this. And this guy gets this recipe. Cool. Now is this a... Yeah, so let's upgrade him real quick. Hopefully we have the stuff for it. So this tier, we're going to want at least 10 of you and 10 of you. We really only need one, but why not, right? So come on, thingy. That's fast. Nice. Cool. And then we'll want the speed augments. I thought I taught this thing how to make these. But I guess when Soren did stuff, he didn't finish. So we're going to want bronze and a redstone chipset. Let's get like 1,000 of these. And 1,000 of these. Sure, why not? Cool. Blazing pyrotheum dust. Because why not? So you should have retained all those settings. Beautiful. So you do need some power. So let's just get a nice and simple, sure, a redstone solar panel. Why not? That should be more than enough. I like at this point how we're like so late into the game, Zoran, that I decided to put a redstone solar panel on top of a fluid transposer because why not?
Why not just put a tesseract?
I mean, tesseract I would have to craft, and we already had a redstone solar panel in the system. Cool. So now if I come over here and I request water bottles times 10, it should have no problem making them. Nice. So that's doing the thing. Beautiful. That'll fill up with a buffer and then we'll be good. If it becomes a problem, whatever. So the other thing we want to do then is blazing. I want to make the sugar, the swiftness potion. All right, so this should work. That should get populated with those, and then a cable here should pop them in. Sweet. So water bottles, awkward potions, swiftness potions, swiftness 2 potions. Sweet. So I'll just give that a minute to run. So that was for the runes of acceleration. The rune of dislocation requires Aqua solus, which requires 3 water bottles, ink sac, and a simple catalyst. Does my thing over here know how to make that yet? I don't know how much Aqua solus I'm going to need going forward. So I don't know if I want to do the whole craziness. But let's get just a stack of it for now, right? So Aqua solus should require 3 water bottles, simple catalyst, and ink sac. So 3 water bottles, 1, 2, 3, a simple catalyst, 1, and an ink sac, which hopefully we have some of. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Cool. And if everything's still running automatically, one of these dudes should be running at the moment. All right, he's full, so that means he either ran or is fine. Cool. I didn't actually want a chicken. Maybe I will teach this thing real quick. All right, let's see if I remember how this works. Aqua solus. Pattern does not go in here, it goes in here. So if I configure this properly, this should... Yes, that's better. Up. Aqua solus. West. I think I need a filter in there. Did this one not have a filter? They should all have filters. This one's west, had a filter. This one's west, had a filter. Yes, that's what I missed. I missed one filter. I mean, it's working, it just was a little derpy. But it should be running, right? Nice, it is actually running. That's beautiful. I am very pleased with this build.
You can't keep adding channels to this line.
Why not? It's beautiful. I just add more channels.
I will defer you to... Well, you've broken some of your system.
I'm sure.
Look at the crafting.
What?
It's forever going to craft because it can't pull those things out because you remove channels down this line. You've used all the channels out in here.
What channels down what line?
You've bottlenecked everything from this point on with adding channels down here.
I added like 3 channels over here.
You're using almost 32.
It looks to me like we're using like 9.
No, go to the beginning. Just under this storage cell. We actually move this. Right there.
Okay.
Look at that. We're using 32. It's never going to tell us that we're using over 32 because it's using a chore system.
Cry about it, why don't you? I had like one channel. Alright, I had a little bit more than that, but alright, so what can we get rid of down here? Anything?
We don't really need the export bus, I guess.
Do we need this ME terminal down here?
That's not part of the system. That's already a subnet.
Oh, that's subnetted? Okay. So what don't we need?
Why do we have... Why do you have an interface attached to there? Hold on. I can fix this.
What's wrong with it?
What are you wanting to do with this interface?
It's crafting fluid bottles. Like water bottles.
So, what was the problem with using this interface?
I mean, I don't know. Because that's the interface it exports into? Can it export and import into the same interface?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't think it would be a problem adding. It was so that I didn't have to run, like, pipes.
Huh?
So I didn't have to run pipes. I want a better solar panel. Yay, it's running.
There. I gave you more channels.
Thank you.
No, I didn't. Oh.
What did you break now? All right, hold on. Relax. Calm down, crybaby.
Yeah.
How many channels do I have to give back?
Maybe good.
More?
Let me go check down here.
Is that better?
We may be fine now. Let me double check.
Well, it still says it's using 32.
Yeah, no, like,
Well,
as long as we...
now it says 31. So are we cool?
Okay. So you have one more channel open to you.
Okay. That's interesting. Why would that derp up like that?
What would?
This was a little bit funny about simple catalysts, but it might be because I had killed channels down there. So we're cool now?
Think so. I mean, the assembly table came back on.
Can I put one more channel down?
You have 31 out of 32?
I'm confused about something. I don't understand this.
What on your side?
So how come we're using so many on the right
breaking
here?
Out the smaller numbers?
Okay. So the one I'm looking at says 31 of 32. That combines all four sides?
It combines everything that goes through it back down to the tree. No, source of the tree.
Okay. So I can put down one more interface is what you're telling me.
You should be able to, yes.
And we're cool. Yes, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does this create RF or what? Oh, yeah, look at that. Cool.
EU.
512.
Or does it?
Well, 512 EU. Okay, so yeah, it is EU. So if I needed a better one, that would be fine. Doesn't matter. Okay. Cool. So Aqua Solus is good? Yeah, we should be cool. So let's request more Aqua Solus. Like 20. And that should be fine. Nice. Now why are you flipping around? Being derpy. Did Soren interrupt me when I was doing my filter? Aqua Solus. Ah, that's insert. That should be on extract. Now we're happy. That's better. Okay. Cool beans. Let's see if we can craft this thing now, because everything should be pretty much done. So we're going to want... my orb might be in here. Yes, the archmages. So we're going to want 18 more of these, in theory. And rune of dislocation. I'm just going to say, let's get some more buckets. You know what I'm going to do? Because now I can. Empty bucket becomes... Why you make me sad like that, Soren?
Bad?
I was having fun with solars.
Oh, actually your thing ran out of power.
I'm sure it did.
It was using more power than it was gaining.
I'm sure it was.
So I just like, Tesseract. I mean, we have 10. Now we have 9.
I'm going to craft 100 water buckets.
Okay!
Because, like Soren taught me. We're going to need a few more runes. Let's do 30. That sound good? Back in a set when that's done. Alright guys, we're back. So, before we wrap up the episode here, I'm going to turn these lights back on. Let everything die in there. Cool. I want to test crafting to see how well this works. So I'm going to go with as many as I can make right now, which is apparently 7. This is pretty slow. Oh, right, because I just turned that off too, so that doesn't help. But let's do this. We're going to test out how crafting runs. So in theory, step 1 is we're going to want to replace anything that's a sacrifice upgrade, rune of sacrifice, because we're not going to need them anymore, right? Runes of sacrifice are a moot point at this point. So this increases the speed at which we can transfer liquids in, and it should be, so 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7 is 19. Cool. So that should mean we can put stuff in fast. And then that's per tick now. So instead of transferring 1 amount of liquid, whatever that amount is per second, with 19 of those upgrades, it's now once per tick. Cool. And the runes of dislocation change how much it is. So instead of 200 millibuckets per tick now, it can be like 1,000 millibuckets per tick or something like that. So if I click this button, you should have... Hey Soren, are you at the new base or the old base at the moment?
New base.
Can you put a button on the teleposer under the blood magic barrel drum and push a button on it? Like there should be a teleposer there with a thing in it already. Just push the button.
Getting a button.
Thank you.
How does it work?
Nice. So there should be an empty drum there now, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sweet. That is working beautifully, I should say. Check it out, dude. It's working.
I'm just filling this side. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So I didn't automate the swapping of the drums right now because we have so much LP. It's not that big a deal, but...
Right.
See? How cool is that?
I like it.
Yeah. So runes of acceleration I crafted and a few runes of dislocation. I'm going to see if it's enough once it's done crafting what it's crafting right now, which is, it's got about a dozen more of these to make. I want to test to make sure that it's fast enough to make a tier 5 slate. Which I'm pretty sure that's in a tier 4. This is the tier 5, right? So I want to tell it to craft one of these. Cool, that's fine. So it should finish these up. Crafting 2, crafting 1, almost done. There it goes, now it's making the tier 5 one. And as long as it can keep up, looks like it's doing all right. It's a respectable amount thus far.
If it makes it once, it's fine. Because
Yeah, no.
This will wait until it gets full again anyway, so.
Right. I mean, it'll just speed up that process by having a few more runes of... Just, it'll speed up the delay between crafts if we want large numbers of those.
Right.
Right. Can I assume that you're not really derping too badly? Yeah, you're all right. You're doing your thing. I'm pretty close to needing to wrap up now, but I just want to swap these out and just run that one more time. And it should be a little bit faster now and better. So if this time I say slate, it should have no problem transferring that in, or at least be close to no problem. See how it's not losing LP at this point? See, we did much better, and then boom, it's ready to craft again. Cool. Okay. So, I call that a completed build. The only thing we have to do is maybe measure when the drum's empty and send a redstone signal, but that's no real big deal. This should also, because this has been out for a while, I'm low on LP. Not really low, but low-ish. So by popping this in here, we should get a really good indication. Yeah, so that's going to fill up my personal LP network. And now it should be full, so it's going to get a net gain again. Beautiful. And this thing should stop emptying in a sec. Maybe a little bit, because it's probably, we're using it somewhere. Some ritual's active. It's probably this one. That would be my guess. But for now, That20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time. We will have some more fun with creative tanks. For now, take it easy.